welcome to another episode of A League of Our Own. I am Aviva Davis, and joining me are my beautiful colleagues. We have Sonia, Nicole, and we are here shooting live at Slate, New York City, one of the hottest restaurants, sports bars, and lounges. So to kick it off, we're going to actually start off with the aftermath of the NCAA, both women's and men's. Give me your thoughts of the Villanova victory.
Honestly, I was so blown away. I have not seen a game this good in so long. I mean, talk about down to the wire. Two buzzer beater shots. You think the game's going one way. I mean, when Paige hits that shot, I thought we were going into overtime.
Me too.
I heard streamers falling and I had to look up and say, what happened? Because I saw Villanova players rushing onto the court.
Yeah, it would have been great. I mean, I was cheering for UNC for my bracket, which was, I had about 9 brackets, and only one almost survived. Yeah. But that last shot by Jenkins, just done.
I mean, it was just a great shot.
And it was just like such an easy play. All he did was like set a screen. He just pulled up.
I didn't know Big Man could jump like that.
It was a beautiful screen too.
But it was just a great play. It was great basketball all around, and it was madness, March Madness. That's exactly what it brought.
And to close out March Madness, it was the following day was Syracuse and UConn playing, and the shocker was that UConn won.
We were so surprised.
Such a surprise.
Ooh, Lord, didn't see that coming.
President Obama had them winning, but I was surprised he actually had UNC also in the finals in one of his brackets.
Oh, for women's or men's?
For men's.
Oh, I mean, I had them winning.
I had them in the finals.
I had them in the finals, but not winning.
You had Miami winning, and when I watched it, I was like, I wanted to call you
They
and
were
be like,
playing UNC at least.
Nicole, you all right? College ball is always exciting, whether it's football or basketball. But now that that's over, the madness is done, and we've all ripped up our brackets. Now we can focus on the NBA and the playoffs approaching. So what I want to ask you girls is, who are your top teams that you're rooting for the playoffs, to go into the finals? Start with Sonia.
I'm a Steph Curry fan all the way, always have been since we did our last shows. So of course, I want to see them come out because nobody thinks they didn't think they were going to win the first championship. Yeah. I want them to win the second championship. I want them to break records and keep breaking records. I just love what they're doing, all that they're about, their whole team, everything that they're doing. They deserve it at this point, So that's what I'm going for, and I always have from the beginning of the
I know
the
you're
season.
a Curry fan. You're a Curry
fan.
I mean, who's not a Curry fan? What's not to love about them? But do you think they can actually? They're 2 games away from breaking the '96 Bulls record. So do you think they can pull it off?
I really don't know if they're going to break that Bulls record because that was just such a dream team. It's literally why you call it the dream team.
That's true.
But I do think that what they're doing this season is so impressive. I'm looking more forward to seeing more what the Thunder does. I love what they're doing on their offense. You've got players that are really just ballers that are still playing well, even though they've been around.
They're going to beat the Spurs.
The
Spurs are a team that remind me of old school basketball. It's all about team camaraderie. We got Greg Popovich, who's one of the best coaches. They're so humble, low key. Each and every player adds an aspect. Tim Duncan, who's 102, still plays like he's 20 years old. He can outplay anyone. And I love the fact that he's a player that would even step back and let young players get time to play. And that shows a lot of respect they have amongst each other. And it's not all about individualism, which is what I've been seeing a lot in the NBA.
Especially from that Laker team.
And when you think of the Lakers, growing up as a kid, I remember thinking the Lakers, they're champs. The Lakers was a team to beat. Fast forwarding years later, you wouldn't even think now that the Lakers are the last. They're 16 in the Western Conference, in the Western Division. I'm like, what happened? And is it fair for Kobe to ride out on such a note with the Nick Young and D'Angelo Russell drama, Snapchat gate? We're just gonna call it that. Nick Young has the nerve for it to be a big problem when, dude, you've been riding Pan for over 9 games.
That bench was real nice to you. It was real nice to you.
You had the nerve talking about trade D'Angelo Russell. boy, you better trade yourself for a bottle of Pledge and polish that pan.
I don't know. I feel like Kobe, to me, I want to give him the same kind of send off that we gave Peyton Manning, right? Like, I want him to have that one last, like, you did good. Thank you for all that you brought to us as sports fans, like for entertaining us all these years, for putting your body and your soul and your heart into this.
He wanted to ride out with a championship. He wanted to ride on a high note, but once he starting like to go downhill, he was like, listen, I think I'm gonna retire. Ain't no more juice in this Black Mamba. I done lost my venom. My fangs is all rusty. I ain't got no teeth in this snake mouth. Like, let's just call it a day. All we could do is raise our glasses to Kobe. And here's it to you, from a league of our own to you. It was a great run, Black Mamba. But we're glad that, you know, you knew when it was time to hang it up. So happy retirement.
Mamba out.